It's Halloween. Kids are trick-or-treating. Business owners are making money. Your favorite online model is getting railed at a Halloween party. And here you are, scrolling on your phone, yet again, on the 31st of October, looking at softcore porn and thinking about gooning one last time before NNN. Because when November hits, you're going to survive. This year is going to be the year. You're going to quit porn. You're going to stop gooning. You're never going to do that shit again. And for the entire month, you're going to be locked in and you're going to be disciplined. And it's going to be great. But just tonight, I'm just going to bust, just tonight. But then on November, I'm going to be super locked in. Don't worry. How many times has this happened? How many times? How many years do you remember you saying the exact same thing? And then November hits, 1 week, 2 weeks, and then you turn into a gooner again. How many times has this happened to you? Because for me, it happened to me a lot. It happened to me almost every year. Almost every single year up to this one. When the October 31st would hit, even if I made a lot of progress with watching porn and gooning, a lot. But for some reason, when the 31st of October would hit, I would always tell myself, oh, it's NNN. I need to not bust a nut for the whole month, so I'm going to release all my sexual tension on the 31st, and then I would bust 3, 4, 5, 6 nuts in the space of 3 hours, just chasing pleasure. And then, fuck me, man, it's embarrassing to tell this, but now I'm cringing thinking about it. But it's like I would become this gooner. And then when November hit, I'd be motivated and I would last 1 week, 2 weeks maybe, and then I would just go back because it's like I had this pressure. It's like I thought that by gooning I would release all the sexual tension, and of course when post nut clarity hits, you physically can't bust a nut instantly after, and that your sexual tension goes down, or whatever the science. So of course when you're in that state, you think it's easy to not goon again. But the thing is, after 1, 2, 3 weeks, it comes back. And when you're not, when you haven't made progress and you haven't made any and you haven't worked on yourself to quit that bad habit, well, it's easy to fall back and be disappointed and fail yet again. It's like those guys who wait for New Year to start going to the gym. You kind of laugh at them because they're not going to be consistent. You know that it's just bullshit. And so it's the same thing here. If you're the type of guy who needs to wait for NNN to quit porn, well, then you probably know. And if you were to tell that to someone, they'd probably laugh at you because you need a fucking I don't know where the fucking NNN came from anyway, but it's like this online construct that has been created by people and that is not even real. Like, if you want to quit porn, it needs to start right now. It needs to be a change for life. We're not trying to quit for a month. We're trying to quit for life. And so, if this is you, if this is something that you can relate to, I would like to share with you how you can stop that bad habit that is ruining your life, that ruined my life. And life is amazing when you stop that bad habit. I've been I made a tremendous amount of progress, and I'm very proud of it, and I would like to share with you exactly how to do it, so you can get out of that mindset of oh my god, 31st, I need to bust as many nuts as possible because I need to lock in for NNN. And yeah, so let's get into it. So there are three topics that I wrote down for you. And yeah, first of all, you need to find out exactly why do you want to quit porn. You need to find a couple of deep reasons, not just because I'm wasting energy and I want to be more confident. Why do you want to be more confident? Because when I want to talk to women, I want to have a girlfriend, I want to have a relationship. Okay, why do you want to have a relationship? Because I want to feel social, because I want to feel a connection, because I'm wired that way as a human being. You know, try to dig as deep as you can. Fuck me, it's cold in this room. Try to dig as deep as you can to find really a deep and powerful reason. Because when you get that urge, that craving to bust a nut, and you can remember that reason, it's going to allow you to win that mental battle of saying, no, I don't want to watch porn because it's going to turn me into a degenerate. It's going to, it's not going to help me find my future wife, my future girlfriend, and get that emotional connection that I want, that is going to make me feel truly happy. And if I watch porn, I'm not going to be able to get that, and so I won't watch porn. Now you have a reason. You're not just doing it. You're not just quitting porn because it's bad. You actually know why it's bad. And yeah, you need to find your reason. You need to make it deep and relevant. All right. It can't just be some bullshit reason or not. Okay, there's no bullshit reason for quitting porn, but it needs to be powerful enough to really to stop you. Once you get that thought, it needs to pull you out of there and tell you, no, we have a deeper mission. We need to find our girlfriend. We need to be more confident. We need to be able to save our energy to do our deep, purposeful work, and not feel like a fucking subhuman, and just be able to go out there in the world. And because people can see, and you probably can feel yourself, feeling like less of a man when you're addicted to this shit, and you don't want to feel like this anymore, because it fucks your whole social life, your whole work, and your whole fucking experience of life in general. And anyway, you just gotta find your reason and dig as deep as you can to make it powerful and relevant. Also, you need to make the decision right now. Make the decision with me that you're never ever going to open a porn site ever again. I'm not saying that you're never going to goon again. I'm saying that you're never going to watch porn ever again. And there's a slight difference between the two. The thing is, I don't think that, gooning is inherently that as bad as we make it seem. Obviously, it's still a self-degrading act. It's not it's not something that any confident and self-respecting man would do. He would fuck his wife, not goon by himself. But it's not that bad. Like, yes, it's bad, but it's not as bad as we make it seem to be. Hold on, you're going to understand what I'm trying to say. You're probably thinking, what the fuck is he talking about? Hold on. But gooning while watching porn, that's the thing that is terrible for us, because you're ruining your self-confidence, you're pedestalizing a woman that don't even know you. You feel like, a worthless piece of shit when you're just watching this, and you're getting stimulated, and it kills your confidence. It's just a fucked up experience to just watch porn. And so I think that most of the time you go and watch porn just for the stimulation, and then you want to goon because you're associated with watching porn, which is stimulating. You're going to see a naked woman. Oh my god, a naked woman. Oh yes. It's like that's the reason kind of why you're watching porn. But if you're just masturbating in and of itself is just the act of releasing built-up sexual tension. And when you don't release that sexual tension and just hold it in, what happens is that you end up getting wet dreams. And so at some point you need to release it. But the thing is, we don't need to release it as often. The problem is that we're too addicted, and that's because of fucking porn and fucking softcore, those OnlyFans models shaking their booty online, you know, making those dumbass trends on IG and TikTok, just like, oh, I'm stuck in the fucking washing machine, what the or stuff like that, and it just fucks with our mind. That the thing is, we're not that addicted to gooning, we're addicted to watching porn, I think, in my opinion. And so if we make the decision to quit porn, because, you know, if you make the decision to quit porn and to never open a porn site again, you're probably going to feel the urge to goon, all right? And so think to yourself, okay, let's goon. It's going to sound weird, okay? But just think to yourself, okay, let's goon. And I did this, by the way, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. I did this. I was like, okay, I'm not going to watch porn. I feel the urge of gooning. All right, let's goon. My dick didn't even get hard. It wasn't even hard. And so that was so interesting. It's like, I can't like goon if I don't watch porn. So like, does that mean that I wasn't truly horny and I was just stimulated? I just wanted the stimulation from porn? Or is it that I just, like, my dick was fucked from watching, like, is it that I needed porn in order to goon? It's like, it was so interesting, and I thought to myself, well, maybe that gooning in and of itself is not that bad. Maybe we shouldn't try to goon, but the thing is, we need to quit all the porn, the softcore porn, the looking at online models, women in bikinis, anything that, you know, is sexually what's the term, it's that arouses us in a way or another, that creates horniness inside of us, is we need to cut that out, especially when it's fucking online. It's probably magnified and it's made to be so different from reality, and it's made to be stimulating and everything. It just fucks with your brain. And yeah, it was so interesting to find out that I couldn't even goon without fucking watching porn. And yeah, that's I think that if you quit porn, it's going to be way easier to like, if you go about this journey with the mindset of, okay, from right here on now, I'm never going to watch porn ever again, but I am allowed to goon. Obviously, you still, you know, the goal is to quit, so be conscious and don't be a fucking idiot. I'm sure, yeah, like, you can use your brain and put boundaries on yourself. But if you, like, you've been holding it in for like fucking months, and like, you fuck me, like, you just walk and you see a girl over there, and you're like, you don't have a girlfriend, you don't have anyone, and you know, you've been trying to get laid, but you're too chopped and you can't get laid. All right, I think it's not that bad if you just goon, but don't watch porn. I think it's all right. You know, you start to make progress, but eventually, like, the tension, the urge is just too big. And I think it's not that bad if you just goon by yourself. If you just, like, obviously, again, I know I keep repeating myself, but gooning, we're trying to quit it. But the real thing that we should, the real bad, the bad guy here is porn. And so if you bust out once every fucking 3 weeks, month, and just because, you know, the sexual tension is just building up inside of you, and it's, you know, fucking up with your work and everything, obviously you should try to, you know, use that sexual energy towards your work and everything. But like, I think it's not that bad if you goon without watching porn, because you know, you don't get all this fucked up stimulation from porn. I hope I made myself clear, and that you get my point. And the last thing is, you need to realize that it's not as easy as flipping a switch, and it's going to take time, and it's a decision that we're making for life. We are not going to bust 30 fucking nuts on the 31st of October, go and eat fucking candies because it's Halloween. I want to eat my Kit Kats and my fucking sweeties and my Kinders and everything. And then on November the 1st, bam, instantly, boom, we just evolve. We bust out of the egg, and we're like, all right, now, fuck me. I'm this disciplined guy who's never going to bust a nut for the entire of November. And what was the point, like, of No Nut November in the first place? Was it like just to take a 1 month break and then to go back to being a degenerate back in September? like the destroy dick fucking December. Like, is that what we're doing? Like, we're not busting for a month and then we're destroying our dick the next month. Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? We're trying to quit for life, right? We want to quit porn as a entirely. Like, we know it's bad for us. We already know that it fucks up with our mental health, our perception of women, our relationships. It fucks up with our confidence, everything. We know we want to quit for life. And so we don't need to wait for fucking No Nut November to tell us to quit. We know we wanted to quit anyway in the first place. And so we need to make the decision for life, and it's going to take time. We're not going to be able to flip it it's not going to be easy as flipping a switch. There are going to be times where you relapse, and it's fine. As long as you make the decision to quit porn, and even if you relapse and, like, I don't know, you really want the fucking pleasure of busting a nut, and you still fap your dick, you still bust a nut even with your dick is just semi-hard or something. I think it's way better than watching porn. And I think that if you quit porn, you're going to find that you're going to find out that you were not horny in the first place. You just wanted stimulation, and you're going to be able to control your urges much more. And it takes time, bro. It just takes time. You just gotta trust the process. There's no special magic formula. You just need to battle your urges on a daily basis. Try to use that sexual energy to work. When you feel that urge, maybe go for a run. Go, like, be creative. Use your brain and think to yourself, what can I do when I feel my urges to watch porn and to beat my meat, to do something else? Quit porn as a whole. What else was I going to say? Yeah, quit porn as a whole, and find your why. Find your why. Why exactly do you want to quit? And yeah, just do your best on this journey. Don't wait for fucking 1 month off, 1 month in of just destroying your dick. That's not how it works. We're doing the decision for life. It's a journey. Try to reduce your amount every single week. It's like in the gym, progressive overload. Well, now it's progressive deload. If you're the type of guy who goons twice every single day, try to make it once, and then once every 2 day, once every 3 day, once every 4 day, once a week, once every 2 week. And basically, once you're at the point where you do it once every week, once every 2 weeks, you're basically there. You're there already. Like, there's a massive difference between doing it daily and doing it weekly. There's a massive difference. And then once you're at the point where you're like doing it on a weekly basis, it's, you're there already. You just need a little bit more, and then you're going to be able to quit. And so it's a journey. It takes time. Stick with it. Battle your urges. Sometimes they're going to get the best of you. There are going to be tactics. Of course, there's a bunch of tactics that you can use, but that was not my goal to share them with you in this video. Maybe I'll make another video about the things you can do to battle those urges. But it's going to take time. But just know that the journey is harsh, but the rewards are amazing. You're going to feel way better when you finally overcome this habit. And I wish you the luck on your journey, and hopefully you don't go. Hopefully, if you were thinking about beating your meat and going into NNN, hopefully you make the decision to stop watching porn and to not beat your meat today. And I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.